So we're out on a local ride and drive with Nissan for the first of 3 vehicles we're driving here very quickly this afternoon. The first one we're going to be looking at here is the all-new Nissan Titan. This is the half-ton version of the truck. The XD, of course, came out a little bit earlier this year, or end of last year, I guess. And but this is the half-ton version, styled very similarly, sized somewhat similarly, a little shorter, same width. It's not quite as long. Height-wise, it sits a couple inches lower, but it is a half-ton pickup truck. Max tow rating is 9,400 or close to it. We'll annotate the exact specs here. We had the quick media briefing, but obviously don't have notes in front of me because we're on a very short time schedule here, so I have my Nissan Minder with me as well. And we'll be talking about the infotainment system here a little bit as well. So it's a 5.6 V8, which will sound familiar, but Nissan says this is a pretty much all-new platform. There's a few parts that are common, but essentially it's all new. Variable valve timing, direct injection, myriad of other usual changes you see. What they're saying is that in certain 4x2 trim, you can see as much as 22 highway, which for those of you who are familiar with the Titan, that'll be nearly double what you're used to for the highway. And I say that as I have a friend who has one, and when they get 15 on the highway, they're ecstatic. So, big step up for fuel economy. Again, those are EPA numbers. Your mileage may vary. So, what's it like compared to Ford, Chevy, Dodge? Well, it's a half-ton pickup truck. This thing is so market-focused and market-analyzed, they're all going to have a lot of the same characteristics. This is crew cab, 4-wheel drive, platinum, full boat, full load, and priced about what you'd expect at this level. Again, we'll put some pricing numbers in there too. Those have just been released, so we'll get you the different trim levels. It drives fine. It rides really well. It's very quiet, as you'd expect in a modern pickup truck. Materials are very good. This is, of course, the platinum version, so you are getting top spec materials throughout. Guy has tow mode. You can do manual shifting. It's a column mount, so you've got as much center space as you want here. You can bury a 15-inch laptop in the center console if you so choose, and then you can do manual shifting on the column here with an up-down button, and I should probably stay in the wheel lane. All kinds of controls here on the wheel. Radio, change your radio, station, volume, all that. You can answer your calls. I mean, exactly what you'd expect in a modern vehicle. So, infotainment system, 7-inch touchscreen. It has Sirius satellite, which pretty much everything does. It has Nissan Connect. That's it. So it doesn't have CarPlay. It doesn't have Android Auto. Nissan has their own, and there are the usual apps that you would expect. So we're taking it right. Okay.
Taking it.
So there's Pandora, Facebook, iHeartRadio. What else do we have? Twitter. Yeah, a couple of them. TripAdvisor.
Google.
And Google. There you go. You can also, straight? Yeah. Oh, straight. Okay, sorry. Drive, talking, and shooting camera, plus navigation, pick 2. So, Nissan Advisor comes with a 6-month test subscription, and...
Yes. And then after that, there's 3 different packages with Nissan Connect services. So the customer can pick which one they would want based on the services that are provided with each package.
And they are?
Some of those include automatic collision notification, emergency calling, maintenance alerts, our favorite remote start and stop, remote lock and unlock, and also remote flashlights, sound horn, if you're lost in a parking lot and can't find your car. There are also internet searches that Nissan Connect Services provides. So you could talk to a live agent while driving, or you could just simply do a connected search for any type of term, and it'll show you, say, restaurants nearby that go with what you type in.
Okay. All right, and then whether you have family members you're going to hand this off to, or whether this is a work vehicle and you're handing it off to other workers, there are all kinds of nanny features for you. So you can set up geo-fencing, you can set up speed alerts and speed controls, all the kind of usual nanny stuff that you get in cars these days, and it can either alert you on the screen or it can send you a text. So if your workers are off where they're not supposed to be and you get a text, you can call them up and say, hey, so how's that going? Or if your kids are out and they're not where they're supposed to be, and you can say, hey, so what's it like, what's so-and-so like over there? And they're like, well, what are you talking about, Dad? And it's like, well, yeah, I can see that you're here. Not that the kids probably don't know and probably don't know how to disable it on their own anyways, but okay, separate issue entirely. So, all right, so XD, half-ton pickup truck, how does it shape up? I mean, it's very competitive with everything else in the segment, whether it's Toyota, Dodge, Chevy, GMC, or Ford. The issue in the segment is brand loyalty. Nissan has sold some, not nearly what they would have wanted to. Some of the reasons are pretty self-explanatory over the years, but this is really their attempt to lock in on what everyone wants. So the styling is there. Yes, it does look like an F-150. But it looks like a truck. It drives relatively well. Steering is not bad. It's what you'd expect in a truck. It's not going to be a sports car. It handles like a truck. Taking it right here, and it's got everything. It's got everything you want. So at this point, it's a matter of what do you want? What do you like? Do you have brand loyalties? And of course, what's the purchase/lease payment? As so much is these days. Sportsman, you're going to like this one. So this is the crew cab version. The back seats fold up so that you've got lots of floor space if you need to load something in. It can fold down if you want to use it as a package shelf kind of deal. There is also an option for essentially a lockable gun case that's into the floor. It's full width, will fit full length, 32-inch long, trap and skeet shotgun or whatever rifle you have or other modern sporting rifle that you use. So, that's and Nissan is really making a push to into the outdoors. They've been at SHOT Show and a lot of other outdoor events and NSSF and other things like that. So that's cool of them. You definitely see that, especially if you're rural or you work on farms and stuff like that. You want a truck gun for varmints and stuff like that out on a farm or whatever, or you just want a place to lock up if you're going to shoot, trap, and skeet or whatever else you're going. So that's a pretty cool feature back there, like that. And I don't know what the pricing is, but it's an option. Look into it. Wrapping up, it's good. It's a half-ton pickup truck. It fits directly in that segment. How's Nissan going to be able to move these? It's going to depend on three things: marketing, how much are they going to push it? Pricing, how aggressively are they going to price it? And are people going to be willing to cross-shop brands? That's not always easy in this segment. In fact, it's usually highly unlikely in this segment. But in this day and age, people look at lease pricing a lot and say, well, So, if nothing else, go drive this. If you're a hardcore Dodge, Toyota, Ford, GMC, Chevy guy, okay, I get that. We've driven all of them, and generally, we like pretty much every half-ton pickup truck out there. It's all personal preference, really, at this point. They all kind of do the same thing. Go drive it. It's good. V8 only, 5.6. We talked about that. 390 horsepower, 394 torque. Good acceleration, and it gets the job done. What do you want?